2022 has been another exciting year for sim racing. We've seen high quality and regular content drops and expansions throughout the year across a range of excellent titles, and even the first sight of new titles emerging too. But which sim has had the strongest 2022? That's a question I asked you, subscribers to the channel, and nearly 700 of you have voted and commented. So in this video, I'm going to compare your votes across 5 sim racing titles with what I think and see whether or not we can agree on which sim title has had the best 2022. Let's get into it. First things first, one title that was missing from our list but got lots of love in the comment section was the original Assetto Corsa, and quite right too. It continues to boast a healthy player base, vibrant modding scene and new content from independent mod studios like the amazing new RSS Endurance Pack and earlier in the year VRC and RSS F1 2022 cars. But of those that were included in the vote, where did they place? Well, at number 5 you voted for RaceRoom, with just 10% of you picking it as having had the strongest 2022. And, well, I have to agree with that. The driving fundamentals of RaceRoom remain fantastic, and while we did see ranked championships arrive in the sim, and a new F1 22 car amongst other content drops, the ranked schedules haven't, in my experience at least, recovered to where they were 12 or 18 months ago, and the engine undoubtedly looks its age. Things though could be looking up as we head into 2023, as the developers have teased an exciting new content drop for December, which features the Mazda MX-5 and none other than Jimmy Broadbent's Praga R1. Awesome. What about number 4 then? Well, with 11% of the vote, you went for rFactor 2, which to be honest, surprised me. I've actually gone for AMS2 here. Now bear with me, I think the title has moved on a lot in 2022. The game's physics and tyre model have improved significantly and new content has been plentiful. The now completed Racing USA pack has been a particular highlight. But what really holds it back from a higher spot in my ranking is a lack of purpose and direction within the game itself. The absence of a proper single-player career, still quite erratic AI and underdeveloped online options mean that I often find I go elsewhere for my sim racing fix, as I'm not always sure what to do in AMS2 when I boot it up. Razer have been clear though that the work on physics and tyres has been banked, and their resources will now be focused on improving other features of the title going forward. So 2023 could see all of those areas improved significantly. In at number 3 then, 16% of you voted for Assetto Corsa Competizione, and on this one I think we do agree. It's easy to take for granted how established ACC has become, but also how much new stuff arrived in 2022. We've seen a fantastic selection of new USA tracks, a range of new cup cars, additional multi-class options to customise grids in-game, and the continued popularity of low-fuel motorsport mean 2022 has been another really good year for ACC. And if you're enjoying the video so far, remember to leave a like and let me know in the comments if you agree with the rankings so far. Time for number 2 then, and 19% of you went with AMS2. Now as I said earlier, I can totally understand why you've all enjoyed the title in 2022, but for me, rFactor 2 deserves to sit here. For the first time I can remember since beginning sim racing in 2019, rFactor 2 has some proper momentum, and the excellent underlying physics and force feedback are being accompanied by UI, AI and online features that they deserve. The rhythm of quarterly content drops has given some much needed structure, and although expensive, the DLC has included some really high quality content. The arrival of BTCC and integration online with low fuel motorsport have the potential to be literal game changers for the popularity of rFactor 2. If the developers are able to sustain their support and investment in the title, squash remaining bugs and continue to bring exciting new content drops, then 2023 could be a huge year for rFactor 2. Right then, number 1, 44% of you voted for iRacing, and as you'll have gathered by now, I do agree. Now some of you have commented that in some ways the year has been a bit underwhelming on iRacing. and to an extent I'd agree with that as well. The last couple of quarterly content drops have underwhelmed a bit, and major features long teased like rain haven't arrived yet. Even the mighty Dave Cam declared himself a bit bored and on a break from iRacing. But I just can't look past the fact that it's the sim I spend most time in and get most enjoyment from. The TCR class and F4 car have been awesome additions, as has the bulking out of the GT4 roster. No other title comes close to matching its online offer, but its offline offer is also becoming increasingly impressive, with better AI and amazing customization options. And if you really want to know more about why iRacing is my number one, check out this video here.